These tiny patients are battling one of the most vicious diseases on earth.
Burkitt Lymphoma is actually the most aggressive cancer in man.
Tumors attack these children's heads, jaws, and sometimes abdomens, growing at astounding rates.
These tumors can double in size in 24 hours.
Can you try and shake your leg a little?
Burkitt's lymphoma interacts with Epstein-Barr virus and malaria and is the most common childhood cancer on the continent. Without treatment, it is fatal. In the U.S., Burkitt's would be treated promptly in state-of-the-art conditions. But in Africa, less than 4% of people with cancer ever receive treatment of any kind. Wards are crowded, and here, parents wash clothes and linens by hand and make their own meals, often sleeping outside to be near their kids.
And it's almost a year now, they are coming back again.
3-year-old Sauda relapsed when her parents couldn't afford the return trips to complete therapy.
She's very uncomfortable lying. She's not able to eat enough because her stomach is squashed by this tumor. Yes, Amako?
12-year-old Yahab faced delay in treatment because his mother Nabiria thought he had a toothache and took him to a local healer. She's already lost 5 of 7 children to malaria and other diseases, and now clings to hope that her son will survive.
So it's completely unimaginable kind of suffering and pain. And my heart goes out for them because I really see how long they've been suffering.
But here's the unbelievable news. It is also treatable and curable for about $500.
This is really a big deal. One of the very few childhood cancers that's curable with appropriate treatment.
Since our inception in 2010, Burkitt's Lymphoma Fund for Africa, BLFA, has funded treatment for more than 500 children and now works in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania.
This is a really challenging place, but it's really exciting to see the changes that our small investment is making.
For kids like these, a price just above that of a notebook computer can actually save a young life.
And how are his legs now? Is there any movement?
The medical world has known how to tackle this disease for decades. These children just need someone to care about them.
And the return on the investment is amazing.
BLFA is determined to save these children by working towards early diagnosis, providing aid for malnourished children, the right chemotherapy drugs, and medical training for staff, along with social workers to advise families, and transportation to ensure completion of treatment. Soon we'll open a new pathology lab in Kenya to cut the time for diagnoses from weeks or days to hours or minutes.
The ability to render a rapid, accurate diagnosis is actually critical to starting therapy.
And we helped complete a new clinic in Tanzania to reach more young patients. The pictures can be hard to look at, but they paint a story of hope. This 6-year-old is grossly disfigured with Burkitt's tumors as he begins treatment. But just 3 weeks in, you can see enormous progress. And at 6 weeks, he looks like a different boy, the tumors shrinking with treatment as rapidly as they grew without it.
It's not a death sentence. These kids can't be cured.
That's why BLFA collaborates closely with our partners in Africa, supporting their passion for these families. Because unlike so many other challenges, this one has a solution.
I have that motive to help these people. And the fact that it's my calling, anyway, I love my work, I love what I do.
And because BLFA is an all-volunteer organization, you can be sure your dollars are put to the best possible use.
Literally every dollar given by a donor ends up in Africa saving kids' lives.
No one should go through cancer alone. It's hard to be little and so ill. But together, we have the power to help. A few $100s for a precious life, an opportunity for a future. That's what BLFA is all about.
Everybody wants the kids to get well, be as healthy as these two, and walk out of here and have really good, full lives.
You can make a difference, and it's incredible. That's why people do what they do, actually, because it's just so satisfying that you're doing something beyond yourself that people appreciate, that makes a difference to other people's lives.
Won't you please join us?